Gangster is a Sicilian word. Is a Italian word, is a mobster word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That comes from over there, from Italy. Those dudes were crime bosses. Those dudes was the drug trade, the gun trade, and the prostitution trade, probably. You know what I'm saying? Most likely. So you know what I'm saying? So those clothes and shit like that, men back then, you know, I love Bumpy Johnson.
Right.
Right? You know, you crazy if you didn't believe Bumpy had brothels. But you know, the 70s was really, man, they was, you know, pimps, you know, predominantly black dudes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the world was against black men back then. You know, it's like now you ain't got no excuse. I don't give a fuck. This is all that, you know what I'm saying? It's a white man's world and all that shit or whatever. Like your ass, you broke nowadays. Your ass, that's just on you. You up nowadays, just on your it's too many opportunities. Now we just gonna be 100. The game is well, uncommon knowledge. Me instilling something in you that you didn't know that it existed. That's my opinion. I was getting so many signs, Sean. I was getting so many hints, then I wasn't catching on to them. Man, I think I encountered 3 prostitutes before I started pimping. You are a square because you're not a pimp or you're not a, you know what I'm saying? Like if the run off and done ran out with the trick, we gonna call you a trick too. Done ran out with the square. You know what I'm saying? She done ran out with that. He ain't pimping on her. He's they on square shit. He just a square.
Gotta stay on my grind and get my money right. Gotta make sure me and my brothers hustle through the night. Me and my niggas, we gon' swing, we gon' blow that pipe. Hop out on your block with thunder clapping when we make it strike. Hop on feet, hop out, give them smoke, gon' be a candle.
No, you're.
So I have a special guest tonight, and before we get into the introduction, I'm going to give you kind of a layout of this platform. So this platform is where people with unique backgrounds, lifestyles, and mentalities come and sit down. What makes you unique?
This pimping, man. Yeah.
The you laughing at?
The endangered species.
All right, so we got Mac Rooster in the building.
Man.
So man, we're gonna just jump right into it. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, man, about the pimping. Okay. Right? Since we highlight on that. So what makes you a unique pimp?
Man, what makes me a unique pimp? The first go-to thing that everybody is that white boy, half breed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like that would make me a unique pimp, being a half breed in this game. You know, light skinned, you know, cling to me more, so it bring a lot of hatred. Be hating on you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've always got a lot of backlash because of that. It would be that and probably the rap shit, the music shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga don't think pimping for real or have pimped for real because of the celebrity status.
So is it like what the cliche like they used to talk about back in the day about like if you're a rapper but you're really in the streets, they try to test you?
That should be real.
For real?
That should be real, yeah. That'd be real like it'd be real. Studio gangsters. Or you use studio pimp. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say that shit.
So where would you say like the pimping got like popularized? Like would you say it's like the 70s exploitation films? Would you say it's with like the Too Short? Is it with like the Larry June and like this modern music?
I think started the Mac. I'm gonna say the Mac 70s. I'm gonna say like the 70s ignited this shit, like because it's been going on for forever. But I think the 70s is really what, you know, when the movie The Mac dropped back then, you know, wasn't a lot of us wasn't even born, but everybody done seen The Mac and just had them guys was dressed, the afros, all that type of shit. I think they probably like just catapulted that shit off into, you know what I'm saying, a whole new realm, you know what I'm saying, just that whole funkadelic scene, just pimping, just, you know what I'm saying, the women Cause man, you could look back on them. My opinion, bro, the women of the 70s back then, them was fine. You know what I'm saying? You see them with them big ass afros and shit, them was sexy. You know what I'm saying? They was all natural. See, back then, your that had to be sexy or a sexy woman. You knew when you came across a fine ass woman. I watched them old 70 movies. Man, them be fine and them be like, God damn, they all look like that. You know who get me to this day? Pam Grier. To this day, like you look at her old movies, I'm like, well, fine.
Yeah, what was the one she did not even that long ago?
Coffee, probably the newer one. The new Coffee. Was that like a modern Coffee? I think that's what that was.
Like Jackie Brown?
Yeah, or was the new Jackie Brown? It was one of them. I can't remember it was a movie.
She still look good. Well, she probably in her 60s at that time. You know,
yeah. Pam might be damn near knocking on 70. Might be. Pam might be knocking on 70.
She might be knocking 80s. Because when was the coming out?
Let's check it out. Let's see. We can get, that's the best thing about this. We can figure this out fast. I know her. She
76.
76. Damn, you were right now. Like on 80.
God damn, yeah. So is there a difference? And if there is, what is the difference between the new school pimping and the old school pimping?
Well, a lot of the old guys like to call us teenage pimps. A lot of, you know what I'm saying? But what it is, I touch on that. What it is, man, is back then, man, the pimps in those early days like that, they were keeping up with the fashion. They were, they were keeping up with what was in. Dressing nice like that was, you know what I'm saying, was the style, the gangster attire. You know what I'm saying? Just like the cars, you know what I'm saying? Diamond in the back, sun rooftop, you know what I'm saying? The gangster lean, dressing in the suit like a mobster. That was the style. Now the style is, like I say, stacked jeans, designer shoes, forces, you know what I'm saying? Which will be like, man, they dress like a YN, you know what I'm saying? But that's all it is the pimping is really just keeping up with the modern style. He's able to buy the modern clothes. You know what I'm saying? But that's what from back then to now, they was like, man, got these tennis pimps. It's just like, man, the world done changed. The swag has changed. The arithmetic has changed. The slang, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where a lot of get to, you know what I'm saying, get it confused or misconstrued. Like, man, that pimp and bagging and shit. That's just the day we in. That's just the time we in. You can't tell them apart. Back in the day, you could tell apart from a gangster and a pimp. You could tell them apart. But now it's like it could be a gangster and a pimp. You know what I'm saying? At the same time type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're hard to point out.
Hard to point out. You know what I'm saying? But like I always say, once you get in the amongst one, you gonna feel it. You gonna smell it. You gonna be like, man, that pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So is pimping an act, a lifestyle, or a mentality?
Lifestyle and mentality.
So break that down on the lifestyle part. Like, explain how it's to listeners how it's a lifestyle.
That's every day, cause you gonna pimp every day. Every day you wake up, you gonna do some pimping. You know what I'm saying? The lifestyle, that's how you eat. That's how your kids eat. That's how your bills are paid. That's how you keep your everyday in motion. You know what I'm saying?
And then with the mentality, I feel like you got to have the mentality before it becomes.
Yeah, it'll break you in half. It'll fuck your mental up. When you say mentality, because it could fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? It could tear you down. It'll tear your whole mental down.
Yeah, I feel like with the mental. Now, is that something that, like, how does the pimping come to you? Right, to you? Like,
yeah, you born like that.
You just born like
that. You born like that. You just, sometimes you might not find out until later. You might not find out until later. You know what I'm saying? That you born like that.
So yeah. When did you figure out that you were born like that?
I was getting so many signs, Sean. I was getting so many hints. Then I wasn't catching on to them. Man, I think I encountered 3 prostitutes before I started pimping. Before I knew what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? My oldest son, mom was one of the first to tell me she'll sell some pussy for me. I was 19.
So that's how it kind of came to, like, it kind of like fell into your lap.
But I wouldn't think about this shit. I was always like a Mac, but shit, I was like just was being kept and shit. Took her, but my oldest son, mom was like the first. We was sitting in her crib, and I think her lights was off. She needed to pay her lights, and I needed some money for something. And she was like, man, it was an older from the hood. And she was like, man, if I go see him, he gonna give me some money. And I was like, what the you mean? If you go see him, like, what y'all finna go do? And she was like, man, she basically let me know, like, man, I'm gonna have to fuck that, but he gonna give me some money, we gonna be straight. And back then, I was green in the bitch. I was like, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? But it was that point in time, it was goddamn me. Man, I tell that story all the time, man. I picked this bitch up. One time, and you know what I'm saying? And she was trying to boss me up. She was trying to go there with me, like, and I ain't recognize it. And my little partner recognized. My little partner was like, man, this bitch a hoe. She trying to get you a pimp on her. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get you a pimp on her. And I was like, it was you know, I was green to it, but it was like 3 times.
And so you get to the point where you start saying, I can really do this. Like, I can make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and start liking it. You keep running into prostitutes, and you know when you're young, shit, you laid up in nothing but dry free anyways. Like, come up in your spot, you know what I'm saying, in the trap with you and your partners. They'll leave your spot and go to another spot with a whole bunch of young in the spot. That's how we was. We sitting around in the spot. We all these little hoes like us. They come over here eating. They chilling. They laying up on us. We sending them to the store. They doing store runs for us and all that type of shit. They doing whatever for us and on us. Them hoes leave our house and go to another spot and do the same goddamn shit. You'll click. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might as well get paid for it, right?
Might as well get paid.
So, would you think, this is something that I've always been curious about, the way shit is today, do you think like the internet has helped or fought the pimping?
Both. You know what I'm saying? Both. Yeah. Both. It done helped and hindered. Helped and hindered, man. That shit, both. You know, the internet got it to where everybody want to do it. Everybody want to be a pimp. Everybody want to be a hoe. You know.
You think that that's a modern thing, or you think even like in the 70s, a lot of people wanted to be pimps, but it's like hoes.
It's the same history repeat itself. Yeah. It's the same.
It's like the 70s kind of just.
But you know, the 70s was really, man, they was, you know, pimps, you know, predominantly black dudes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the world was against black men back then. You know, it's like now you ain't got no excuse. I don't give a fuck. All that, you know what I'm saying? It's a white man's world and all that shit or whatever. Like, your ass, you broke nowadays, your ass, that's just on you. You f***ed up nowadays, just on your it's too many opportunities. Now we just gonna be 100. You know what I'm saying? But back in the 70s was really when black folks was getting oppressed. You know what I'm saying? They had all the odds against them. So when you had these fine, good looking women that loved these men back then and wanted them to win and wanted them to, you know what I'm saying? They had faith in them. They understood because they mamas taught them. You know, protect your man, protect your black man. Like, you know what I'm saying? More and more stuck together back then. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Would you say pimping is the oldest profession?
It is.
Because it goes back.
It is.
All the way. They just called it something different. You know what I mean?
The pimp word, I think it came, you know, because they were saying in the 20s and the 30s that word was popping. You knew that's what it was, pimp. You know what I'm saying? But the origin of pimp, if you look it up, the origin of pimp, like how you said, like a character, to dress up, to look nice, that's where that word, the origin of it, you know what I'm saying, of pimping is.
Was that back then in like the 20s?
Yeah. Yeah, to dress up and like that's why the fly suits was always a thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know, dressing like dressing like a rich person. You know what I'm saying?
So would you say, especially like in the 70s, because we talked about this a little earlier, but would you say it was it the gangster lifestyle that influenced the pimp, or was it the pimp lifestyle that influenced the gangsters?
Now, I'm gonna say, in my opinion, bro. Like I told my uh, gangster is a Sicilian word. Is a Italian word. It's a mobster word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That comes from over there, from Italy. Those dudes were crime bosses. Those dudes was the drug trade, the gun trade, and the prostitution trade, probably. You know what I'm saying? Most likely. So you know what I'm saying? So those clothes and shit like that, men back then, you know, I love Bumpy Johnson.
Right.
Right? You know, you crazy if you didn't believe Bumpy had brothels.
Right.
Shit like that. You know, he had a lot of that going on. You know, so it's like them dudes got up and got dressed.
Right.
Them dudes got up and they looked the part of a gangster, a mobster. So, you know, with the pimping, you know, just like I told you, like the origin, like to get it all together, to be fresh, to be clean, to be, you know what I'm saying, dapper.
Right. The one thing that I've noticed too is pimping is everywhere. Right? Like but is there would you say there's certain regions where it's more popular, especially in the United States?
Yeah. Memphis, Texas, California, New York. I'm gonna throw New York in there. Memphis, Texas, California, New York. It's Chicago.
Is the pimping different when you get to the different regions?
Nah, it's supposed to stay the same. It's supposed to stay the same. The rules are supposed to be abided by. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to abide by the rules and regulations, but you know, you got guys that's gonna do it certain ways, and everybody pimp different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pimp their program in a different type of manner.
So, what is your definition of game, of the word game?
Uncommon knowledge.
So, y'all break that down for the listeners.
Uncommon knowledge. Game is uncommon knowledge. Me instilling something in you that you didn't know that it existed. That's my opinion. You didn't know how to do it until I showed you. Taught, teaching, same. Basically, just is uncommon knowledge. Directions, you know, directions to accumulate a better lifestyle or a better wealth, depending on that particular information, depending on that game. You know what I'm saying?
So with the game, this kind of goes back to what you said about the lifestyle and the mentality, right? So when I was coming up, I always looked at pimping as like it wasn't an act, right? It was like you can embrace the mentality of pimping in other ways, right? It's just
it was funny. It was funny. You know, it was funny because first thing when a little boy, when he said, "I'm gonna pimp," hey man, go slap a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. It's like funny. People think, but a lot of people think it's clownery, like a clown show. Big old hat, you know what I'm saying? Suit, purple, pink, or some shit like that. Niggas think the circus. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you like, man, Pimp slapped that out right there. You know what I'm saying? See.
Do you think it was like popular culture that made it like that? Like the movies and
yeah, man, the movie
I feel like the movies everything up.
The movie fucked everything up. I'm gonna tell you, we up that Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry be having some outlandish ass going on. Like them new shows, like, you know, the shit he got going on. What's the new show? In Black, what it is? Something in Black. Beauty in Black. What that shit is, man? And like, man,
so much
they got them characters in there getting sex trafficked. You know what I'm saying? Getting what everybody love to say that what's going on. Them niggas getting sex trafficked and shit. Can't get away from the cop/pimp.
So,
What type of shit is that?
So let me ask you that, because that's a good question. You feel like, because there's a huge difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pimping ain't sex trafficking.
Right.
Sex trafficking ain't pimping.
And if I feel like they try to blend them worlds together.
They
know
do.
What I'm saying?
The police do. The laws. They try their hardest. They damnedest to try to. You know what I'm saying? It's the judicial system so fucked up when it comes to this. Them there, man. They goddamn me. I'm loud, man. I'm sorry. I would say the lawmakers.
Yeah.
Police, the city cops and the street cops, man, they don't give a fuck. They collecting a check, man. They trying to go home. Right. But like the politics of the law, the judicial system is just fucked up. You got these getting in trouble. You got this over here willing. She been willingly doing this by herself for 2 years. Then go get with fuck with him for 3 years. Then they run it up and she in love with him, so she don't go away and she tired of it, she can tell on him and get him a bunch of time. That's up. Well, I was held against my will the whole time. So you telling me in 900 something days, 2 out of 2 years out of 900 something days, you didn't run away to the police station then and say, hey man, I'm getting my ass beat. Pimping on me, come get him. Bitch, it's easy. You telling me you ain't seen 2 tricks at least that said, man, why you doing this? And you didn't say, I really don't want to give me the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like they just, with them laws, they don't care. They'll binge. They'll force it and try to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, it's got a negative connotation, right? Especially in the media. But that's something that you hear a lot more these days, but it's totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's someone willing to do something versus you forced someone. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference. Man, what is a gorilla pimp?
Forceful.
And once again, like I said, that's still different than what we was just talking about. A gorilla pimp is the physical aspect.
Yeah, everybody's got their take on it though. Gorilla could be no nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Gorilla could be like, man, like I say in the song, bring that issue to a nigga. Like man, whooping that hoe. He over there whooping that hoe. Yeah, that nigga whoop a man too. You know what I'm saying? That could be a gorilla. You know what I'm saying? A gorilla could be, the cliche, better have my money. You know what I'm saying? You better get the fuck. I don't give a fuck what happened to you, bitch. Like on the movie, The Mac, that was the part. Remember when the white trick, he me. You know what I'm saying? He took my money, go. I don't give a fuck what happened to you. Get your ass back out there and get my money. That would be the gorilla. You know what I'm saying? That was a gorilla moment for God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so what are the different types of pimps? You got gorilla pimp, but what
Sweet Mac, finesse pimps, CEOs, no nonsense, just it's different ones, it's different flavors, man. You got the Romeos, the Lover Boys, the soft-spoken, the tell you one times. I ain't gonna say it again. It's shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this next question, man, this is gonna be a fun one because I want to hear your opinion on this, right? But what is your definition of a square?
Just that's not a pimp or a hoe. Like square doesn't mean okay, in our world,
right? In
the pimp and the hoe world, square is not a pimp or not a hoe. You could be in the penitentiary 10 years of your life and an active gangster and rob, steal, and get money, dope dealer, chains around your neck.
Right.
To the pimp and the hoe world, you are a square because you're not a pimp or you're not a. You know what I'm saying? Like if the run off, man, done ran out with the trick. We gonna call you a trick too. Done ran out with the square. You know what I'm saying? She done ran out with that. he ain't pimping on her. They on square shit. He just a square. You know what I'm saying? He could be the flies in the man. You know what I'm saying? But you know that's basically what a square is. It don't always mean like you green to, you know what I'm saying? You know, cause you got pimped for 30 years. Well, now they married. Who did you marry? Did you marry your or did you marry a bitch? Man, I married it. If they didn't marry, they squared it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You pimped all these years and you didn't marry a that was with you. You didn't marry a that was getting money with you. You square in my eyes. If you go this long of pimping and you come and you fall in love with a that was not of your money, you a square. To me, you went square. You went square. Because if you marry your I'm gonna be like they finished it off. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna put it. If you go so many years, I don't give a fuck how many years. If you go to the and you remember making y'all memories is pimping and horn, you and your wife, y'all niggas finished, y'all retired. Y'all finished it off. But if you been some pimping, I've been knowing your ass for 20 years, we been standing on the track off and on 20 years our whole life, and your dad get over here and you go over here and marry Samantha that work at the bank.
So it'd be the same as like in the gang world, they call someone a civilian. It's pretty much the same.
That's what a civilian is. That would be a square. Yeah, a civilian. A fucking neutron.
Okay. What is explain some of the pimp terminology for the listeners, because I feel like it's sprinkled in all the music you hear, but a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah. You would have to like, man, it's so much. You would have to like, what's your idea? You have to. It'd be hard for me to just pour it on you.
Well, I mean, you got like L7, right?
Like square, yeah.
You know what I mean? You got, just is it pimping or is it pimpology?
Nah, it's pimping. You know, okay, hey, baby, it'll be over there. See that little hoe over there got folks. You know what I'm saying? My whole turn be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling my bitch to go see if she got some pimping. That's an example. Or, you know what I'm saying? That ain't broke look yet. Ain't copping, ain't got no trick, ain't got no date yet. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no money. You hear? I might walk in the room, this come from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I walk in, I speak to you, be like, hey man, what's up with you? And I stick my hand, I be like, ain't it mine? You know what I'm saying? It's just that would be like lingo and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't it mine? It could be just, you know what I'm saying? I could be agreeing with you and be, just like how down here in the DFW we say ho. Memphis people also, they say ho, just like they be like, man, I'm finna go up in that ho and have fun tonight. You know what I'm saying? The hoe could be person, place, or thing. Should be a lounge. You know what I'm saying? Same with the pimping, with the pimping and the hoe, with the pimping and the horn. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna take the hoe to the track. I'm finna take them to the blade.
Right.
And that means the hoe stroke. Those terminology mean those terms mean hoe stroke. You know what I'm saying? Cutter. I might take a hoe to the cutter. That's the blade. You know.
Yeah, and then you talk about like DFW, so the main blade, that's gonna be Harry Hines.
Yeah. Yeah. I might go to the hair. I might go to the hair and go to the track, and I'm finna go pee at that nigga for the. He knocked him. Knock means I took his. Now she with me. You know what I'm saying?
So that happens a lot, right? You just be going around,
Yeah, I see niggas get knocked off every day. Talking about like hoe took. Yeah, I see that on an everyday basis. Get knocked. Yeah, I done got knocked. Clean out my. I done got knocked for sure.
So what is it? Just like a better opportunity? Like what? A game?
Shit, Ben don't like you no more. Shit, you like him. Shit. I say, man, my supreme up in this with me. Shit, you see how he over there chilling, minding business. I done seen it sit in the room just like that. And I walk right over there to that and give him the money because she liked it, that demeanor. Shit, I done seen shit like that happen before. Out in the cut, buying that beat, we in the club in the shake joint. Nigga, we out having a good time. Bitch up, fold her money up, look dead at her nigga. Look over here and scream, walk right over there and give him the money. You get it, the people that's the money business shit. It's like, goddamn. He look at the pimp partner and be like, what the fuck? That was fast. I done seen that type of shit happen.
So it happened just like that.
That's why that law shit be stupid as fuck. The penalties of this pimping shit, that's why if they actually knew, even if they know what's going on, they be knowing. Man, if they would see the shit that we be going through, the shit that be happening, man, nobody forcing these bitches to do shit.
No, that's a good point, what you just said, because...
Man, my sonny say some shit in the song, man, what my nigga sonny say, you ever been cross country and got knocked? You all the way out of town with a nigga shit, you lose that down there. That's your only beat. And you lose that right there. Another nigga get that out. You know? That shit be real.
So Mac Rooster, I've been seeing you on the internet a lot. I've been seeing your music videos, you be rapping. So what made you get into the rapping?
Man, COVID 2020. I always been rapping all my life. Just never caught no break with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Never really, except for when I was like 15, 16, I did in there sign. You know what I'm saying? I was young rapper kicking that gangster shit. But COVID. I want to say during COVID. I remember when COVID hit, I didn't even know this was happening. I didn't even know what the fuck nobody was talking about. They were like, go in the house. Everybody finna go in curfew and shit. It happened before my eyes. I didn't know nothing about it. So when it went on, kicked down in, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't catching the shit. I ain't catch COVID till goddamn me the next year. You know what I'm saying? Like when it come out. So, man, the blades was crazy. The tracks was
like during COVID?
During COVID. And man, I kicked this song, man. I pimped through it. I pimped through it. Yeah, this pandemic got them scared, but I gotta get this bread. I pimped through it. I come on that pandemic got us fucked up. So I'm down on that razor with them getting my bucks up. Some so-called pimping saying he on babysit. Well, you better keep your bitch up out this track. I'm coming to knock your bitch. The blade was just so crazy, P. And I was rapping about what I was going through during COVID. And I put it out, and that hoe went. I had uploaded it, P. I dropped it. I recorded it and dropped it. And it might have been 3 months later. I was back down in Houston. I was on Bissonnette, and it was a nigga riding to that shit. And I ain't know that from a can of paint. He was coming out of his car loud. He was running that shit. My partner say, damn, your song. I was like, what the fuck? And niggas was saying what's up to the pimping. And you know how we introduce each other, you know what I'm saying? We introduce ourselves to each other and shit like that. And when I speak to it, I'm like, hey man, Mac Rooster Pimp here, huh? And they'll be like, what you say your name is? I'm like, Mac Rooster. And they like, man, you seen that song? That's how I went. The pimping elevated my music career, the Pimps and the Hoes. That's how my music career took out, the Pimps and the Hoes. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit got. So when that happened, I backdoored and I dropped the fuck that was. I remixed that old road. That I keep holding on. Yeah, Mashing On was a song that I redid. I came back a few months later, right after that, Mashing On. You know what I'm saying? I keep mashing on. You know, gotta keep mashing on. You know what I'm saying? I dropped that. And they were like, see, you gotta keep going. You know? So I stayed at that shit.
Is that when like the interview started to pop off for you as well?
I wasn't asked to go to, I was asked to come to California for South White Underbelly in 2021. I want to say that was 2021, yeah.
Yeah, that's a platform too.
Yeah.
Cause you've been on that. You've been on. I seen you recently get on the Bob Report. That's a platform as well.
Yeah.
You've been on Real Life Street Stories.
Yeah. And Boss Talk.
And you got all the big platforms under your belt.
Yeah.
And I see you on the internet, and I mean, it's starting to seem like you're gonna be on the internet a lot more.
Yeah, I done linked up with that Bob Report. I was already a fan of Bro.
Right.
I was already with that. You know what I'm saying? That G. That was my little. I don't know my sub self. You know what I'm saying? That gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? I was already with that.
Yeah. That the interview that dropped the other day, and that was a dope ass interview.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, they gonna be one more year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially on the Bob Report.
Yeah.
I say he might be the hottest up and coming really platform that's really just kind of going everywhere right now. Everything he's dropping is going viral and everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hey man, look. I get it. What y'all doing, man?
But yeah, before we get out of here, I got one more question for you. Rapping and pimping, right? Because we talked about it helped elevate. What would you say? We can all pretty much say where it started, but who is the man? I'm gonna say it like this: what's the top 5 pimp rappers? Yeah.
I ain't like this. Top 5, man. Who I know was pimping for real.
They could be pimping for real or just
King of that shit.
Just, you know, painted the life.
I'm gonna say Rollo the Pimp first, period.
Okay.
Bottom line. For like, you know what I'm saying, who was kicking it, Rollo and Sugar Free and Silky Slim. When I first, you know, when I first started hearing it, Rollo, Silky Slim, Sugar Free, Pomona Young, them niggas, like I wouldn't be able to say top 5 because I just keep going, like, cause it's some guys that was kicking that shit, you know what I'm saying? But them guys right there, you wanna know when it come after them, I ain't gonna lie, trip the fuck out, man. See, I'm gonna say Sauce too, but Sauce, like, you know what I'm saying, with kicking Phil, South Walker, the South Twin and shit, cause them came together when you know what I'm saying, when they first hit. But like the trip the fuck out, who I was really listening to tough like that Frosty the Snowman. Little Frosty. I looked at a video the other day, right? You know, so back when I first started shooting the shit, my kinfolk, he sent me a video of Memory, and it was us from 9 years ago. We listening to Frosty. I was like, man, Frosty been doing this pimp hop shit way back. The Frosty man crazy. But shout out to Frosty the Pimp, man. I ain't gonna lie, I would like him shit harder than a lot of people. But you know what I'm saying? Frosty was going off, like, cause he was kicking that young pimp shit, like with them old heads of Kyle Tennis shit. Frosty was kicking that bull stink team. All them niggas were going the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But now I'm gonna be 100. It's my you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all them out there in that Cali though. You know what I'm saying? And see at they gang and you know what I'm saying? And X and them. Shout out to all that shit. But now it's HHD music. That's how I feel like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Them guys like that. Shit, man, them HHD boys are us right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys up off that Herod that can rap.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah,
but far that top 5 the original, you know what I'm saying? I'm always say Pimp though, but you know, there's so much controversy behind Pimp C. But Pimp was coming on every angle though. Pimp C gonna talk about selling some dope. He gonna talk about breaking a bitch. He gonna talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? Pimp C is. But you know, far as like down to the, you know, first Sugar Free, you know what I'm saying, down to the nitty gritty of this shit, you know what I'm saying, last of the dinosaurs, you know what I'm saying, that type of shit, you know, Rollo the Pimp.
Yeah. So who would you say This is the last question. Who would you say is the most famous pimp of all time?
The most famous pimp of all time? Iceberg Slim. They gonna say Iceberg Slim or but as far as like modern fame though, Bishop Don Juan. It really can't, you know what I'm saying? It's Bishop Don Juan, you know it's him when he coming. Right. I wouldn't say Iceberg Slim because that's just he's like a, ancient. And everybody just, you read the Iceberg Slim book? You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. Right. But the most famous pimp that you gonna see that when you gonna know it's him when he coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say Bishop. I'm gonna say this, yeah, but Fillmore, the Godfather. You know what I'm saying? You gotta been done did some pimping or been around this shit to know that Fillmore is the Godfather though. Mm-hmm. Fillmore is the old man. Fillmore Slim is the old man. You know what I'm saying? Fillmore probably in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Oh, damn. Still pimping.
Shout out to Fillmore, he got pimping in Texas. When he first got to be in Midland. First got to be in Midland and he from Louisiana, from Baton Rouge. Mm. That's where you got a lot of the controversy right now with the West Coast. Right. Y'all all come from the South anyways, but so Fillmore Slim, he's named after his track in San Francisco, Fillmore. Right. But what niggas didn't know, Fillmore come from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He was a blues player. He playing the blues. He down there put the guitar down for the bitch, down there to work the bitch. Remember the bitch, he tell you the story about when the bitch in Midland, she kept bringing him the money. Mm. And she said, I sleep with men for money. And I you know what I'm saying, I want you to be my man. Fillmore say this bitch getting back on the bus to go back to California with us. Got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. So for the viewers, where can they go find you at? What are your socials?
HHD_Rooster. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Mac Rooster the Pimp. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, Mac Rooster. I'm gonna pop up, man. You type me up, shit, it's coming. And that's really just been going up for that's really, it's hard for me. I was sitting back a while ago, earlier today, I was checking this shit. I was like, damn, cause my partner told me the other day, he said, you don't know how big you are. Shit, nah. Shit, I'm with y'all on every day basis. I'm with y'all every day. Nigga shit outside chilling, doing my same routine. He said, yeah, you gonna have to stop that. My partner told me, he said, yeah, you gonna have to stop that here in a minute. Cause I noticed the people that walk up on me and be like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I said, where I know you from? I be like, probably YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Shit's weird, ain't it?
Yeah, at first it's kind of like, at first it was real. My close friends, shout out Legendary Lavish, he don't like it at all. But Lavish is an artist now though. Right. He done kind of calmed down, but at first, Lavish, he gonna boatboard just hey, who the fuck is this? Walking up like he be like, man, Lavish, he just want a picture, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then Lavish look at me, he forgot, man, I forgot to famous, but here now, Lavish and Sonny, they be with Lavish, Sonny, Mister, like be amongst me. Them niggas be like, man, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit be. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. All y'all need to go check him out. You gonna see a lot more of him on the internet. Go check out his music. And man, keep this pimping going.
Yeah.
Gotta stay on my grind and get my money right. Gotta make sure me and my brothers hustle through the night. Me and my niggas, we gon' swing, we gon' blow that pipe. Hop out on your block with thunder clapping when we make it strike. Hop on feet, hop out, give them smoke, gon' be a